August of 2011, Caroline and her daughter moved into this apartment in Hunter, New York. Within 6 months of moving in, Caroline began to experience fatigue, migraine and electric shock type symptoms throughout her body. In January of 2013, Caroline was diagnosed with skin cancer. Within 3 months of moving into the apartment, her daughter was constantly nauseous, dizzy and experienced ringing in her ears. In 2013, her daughter lost her eyesight.
My name is Michelle Hertz. We are in a third-floor apartment of a building in upstate New York. On the first floor, there's a Fortis Central Hudson electronic smart meter, and we came here to measure the radio frequency radiation in this apartment. And I'm here with the resident of this apartment who has just been diagnosed with cancer, who was a very healthy person before moving into this apartment. So I'd like to introduce you.
Hi.
Carolyn.
My name is Carolyn da Conceição. I came to live here 3 years ago, and before I moved in, I was very healthy, had a lot of energy, traveled a lot, but after moving in here, I began to feel very fatigued and tired all the time. It sort of became this roller coaster of energy and low immune system, of getting sick a lot. And I was not aware that there was a smart meter on the building at all. I didn't even know what a smart meter was. But several months ago, well, actually last year, I was diagnosed with skin cancer. And it's become progressively worse. And I found out several months ago when you came and did the reading that there was, not only was there a smart meter on this house, but that the readings, what is it called?
Radio frequency.
Radio frequency was coming through the wiring in the building and coming out in the bedrooms. Now, this makes sense to me because when I'm lying in bed at night, I can feel the pulsing, you know, that's being discharged into the room. And my ears are ringing all the time.
To measure the transmitted smart meter radio frequency radiation at Caroline's apartment, we use a Gigahertz Solutions HF35C radio frequency analyzer. This make of analyzer utilizes a sound component, and a distinct transmitted pulse click and audio fingerprint of smart meters can be differentiated from other wireless equipment. On the first floor of the apartment building, at the Central Hudson GE-AMR smart meter, the transmitted smart meter RF radiation is not as high as others that we have measured. However, in this situation, we are most concerned with the conducted RF smart meter radiation on the third floor.
We're on the third floor of a 3-story Victorian apartment building in upstate New York. There is an ERT Fortis Central Hudson electronic meter on this building. The readings at the meter are somewhat low. The radio frequency radiation readings that are very distinct to the Fortis Central Hudson meters are very high in this bedroom where someone is sleeping. I'm here to prove to you that this radiation, this radio frequency radiation, is coming into this apartment through the wiring. The radio frequency radiation is conducting through the meter, through the circuit panel, and it's coming right into this apartment. Okay, would you go ahead and turn off the electricity to this floor?
Yes.
Now we're going to see it diminishing. That's how this meter works. It diminishes in seconds, and now it's gone.
This proves that the emissions are not coming from the air, from the smart meter, but instead the smart meter is turning the home wiring into a giant pulsing microwave antenna that is radiating throughout the third floor and literally overpowering Caroline and her daughter in their rooms where they sleep. with extremely high levels of pulsed RF radiation. According to the 2012 Bioinitiative report, 3 to 6 microwatts per meter squared is the safety limit recommended to prevent adverse biological effects.
You moved here how long ago?
I moved here in August of 2011.
And you had, did you have any symptoms of cancer or
No.
anything? No.
No, I was healthy.
Uh-huh. How would you feel about moving from this apartment?
I love this apartment. It's perfect for me in every way, and I would not want to move. It would be a huge undertaking. But I'm stuck now in this position where my health is, my life is at risk, my health, and I need to do something about this. I can't continue to expose myself to something that's endangering my health and my welfare.
When I came the first time and we measured this radiation in your room, the radio frequency radiation in your room, after that, did you make any attempt to try to get the ERT meter off of this house, or?
Yes, I did. I read about it. I read up on an organization that was working to enlighten people, and I made phone calls to Central Hudson trying to get the smart meter removed, and I was told that it was not an option for me, that they wouldn't remove it, and that if I tried to remove it, I would be breaking the law.
You live here, and who do you live here with?
I live here with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. And how is her health? And how was her health before you moved into this apartment?
Before we moved in, we were both very healthy. We had a lot of energy, and we were looking forward to being in this beautiful space. But once we moved in, I just began feeling fatigued all the time. My daughter began to show symptoms of an illness that we weren't able to identify. And the symptoms ranged from joint pain, inflammation of her organs, extreme nausea, sinus infections, just chronic, ongoing issues with her health, and over a period of the past 2.5 years. And when she began to go to doctors and ended up in the hospital, different times for lengthy periods of time, the doctors took a lot of tests. She went to see a lot of specialists, and they could not figure out what was wrong with her. So a lot of things were eliminated, and but most importantly, when it was given a name of autoimmune uveitis, it had gotten so bad that she had lost her eyesight because of the inflammation that had attacked her eyes. So
that must have been quite exhausting for you.
Yeah, really exhausting. My daughter was healthy, happy, vibrant, energetic, and after being here for a year, she was so sick she couldn't get out of bed. And I was tending to her, 24 hours a day. I had no idea at that point about smart meters, I didn't connect the two. But I did know that we had no answers, that there was no reason that she or I should be this sick. I just want to say, for the record, that you think that you live in a country where people have your best interest at heart and that they're protecting your health and your well-being. People work hard. They pay their rent, they pay their taxes, and I think it's not acceptable, to be forced to have a smart meter in your home that's making you ill, that's causing stress, that's causing, you know, all kinds of problems in your life, keeping you from living your life, from working, from doing the things you need to do, to me, it's not acceptable. There has to be an answer there. People deserve to at least have a choice.
Numerous scientific studies proved that RF microwave radiation causes biological effects at a cellular level. Caroline and her daughter have been able to gain some relief from some of the symptoms of RF sickness by getting rid of a decked cordless phone, and when the weather allows, they have been turning off the electric circuit to the bedrooms at night. Since the installation of smart meters in New York State, people of all ages have been reporting symptoms that include sleep problems, ringing in the ears, cardiac symptoms, inflammation, anxiety, neurological disorders, headaches, nausea, diarrhea, fatigue, cancer, and more. These symptoms are not reported where analog meters are in use.